Jingle bells, Michigan smells.
Hopefully they win out.
Oh,
But they
shut
won't.
up.
Just
That's
kidding.
oh
Ha
my
ha
god.
ha 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 ha.
I'm disowning you. No longer. Friendship over.
Friendship canceled. Okay. What's up, Schmac Talk? We're back. We got a little switch up in agenda here. We're getting into the holiday season. So this episode's going to be all about the spirit and season that is Christmas.
It's the tree. And the lack of the bah humbug, you Scrooge.
My tree's in the other room.
I got two. Suck it. Adulting at its finest.
Spend more money on trees.
This one was only $30 from Walmart. But don't go, they're all out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably
out.
They
It's so sad. It's so sad. But yes, have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time. So today we're just gonna talk. Okay. No sports. Okay.
It's gonna be the best of the best Christmas edition.
Yes. So we're gonna break down our top 10 Christmas movies. Okay. Discuss a very controversial movie and if it is Christmas or not. And then
I think we have a few that are in there now.
Oh yeah. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that though.
And then what we normally have for Christmas dinner to give you guys at home some potential dishes if you guys don't do that. Okay. And then wrap it up with our go-to holiday drink of the season.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm so excited.
Let's get it. Let's build our top 10.
Should we start with the top 10 or should we get into the debate of the couple of movies that we're thinking that are controversial?
If we go into the
is
debate,
this an American? Is this a? No, I almost said American movie. Yes, it's an American movie. Is this a Christmas movie? There we go.
If we get into the debate, then we can potentially add them to the top 10. We've talked off air about them. They are not in my top 10. So I'm sorry.
I don't know.
They're not.
So if you're still wondering and you're not kind of with this whole debate on,
I've never seen one of these, by the way.
Movie? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And specific, is Die Hard 1? Is it a Christmas movie? What is your take on this, Nick? What is your take?
I've read a lot about this, and this is a very heated debate. And this is what I'll say. I think you could categorize it as a Christmas movie. There's a lot of evidence for it, but I don't have much to say on it because I've never seen Die Hard.
So from my opinion, so I see both sides to the argument here. I can see how you can categorize it. It's not a Christmas movie. It's an action movie based in Christmas time. Yes, you can argue that.
But then it's a Christmas movie, right?
But therefore it's technically a Christmas movie, right? But then if you get
the time of the season,
is any movie based in the winter or the cold, is that a Christmas movie?
See, I wouldn't say anything in the winter or cold. I would say
specifically within the month of December.
See, I think here's what I like. Like I said, I've never seen Die Hard. I know I need to. Okay, so everyone at home, keyboard warriors, back off. Okay, I know I need it. I know I need to watch it.
Tell them in the comments, please.
If we are going to say Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then like my hypothesis, if then statement. Look at that, I'm a science teacher. Learning on your day off, love it. If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then the Harry Potter series are Christmas movies. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. The first two, really easily, and then everything else, there's always a scene.
Yeah, there's definitely parts in those movies where I think there's a couple where they don't have any Christmas based things, but
there's one scene. So I could understand you arguing for the first two a lot more than everything else, and I would back you in that. I would full-heartedly back you, especially the first one. I mean, they have a third of the movies in December. I completely get it. The whole anything in the snow or cold or anything like that, that's a little tougher. I would say a wintry feel.
Yeah,
it's very
it's a winter
wintry. I don't know
movie,
if I, I don't know if I would. And just being from Ohio, where it's like December is not the true winter, right? Like we both know January and February suck.
March
Half of
sometimes,
March,
April sometimes.
We haven't had one like that in a while.
Last year or 2 years ago, it snowed in April, like the first week of April, and then it was 70 degrees the next day.
I think that was 2 years. That was 2 years ago because I was coaching at Bradley. I remember that.
Because I was like,
oh my god,
what's going on right now? It's April and I have to brush my car off to go to work.
So that's the big thing, is like if a movie is based in the cold, like okay, Captain America's Civil War, a lot of it's based in Russia. Well, then it's not really a Christmas movie, though. Yeah. I think of a winter movie because when I think of winter, I don't think of December. I think of January and February because of what we deal with.
Yeah, normal.
It's a true winter. So I don't know. Like, of course, I'm blanking right now. Like, what movies would you categorize as a winter instead of a Christmas?
I mean, you could definitely argue like Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. It's pretty much based in the winter, but that's like there's nothing to do with Christmas in it, you know.
Yeah. I like distinguishing those.
I
like
there's
saying
a
Christmas versus
from it. I think where you have to almost draw the line is if there is like a whole Christmas theme / Christmas like scene that happens, I think you can almost categorize it as a Christmas movie. Yeah, you know, and that kind of hurts Die Hard because I mean, granted, it's been a couple years since I've seen it, but
fake fan.
There's not
I don't
like
even claim
a whole Christmas scene. It's not like, oh hey Billy, I got you this for Christmas. It's more like the theme of Christmas, I feel like, is embodied almost in that movie
and like surrounds it a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, so kind of to do a little movie reference here. So I was watching the most recent depiction of the Christmas Carol, came out in like 2019. FX produced it. It's on Hulu.
I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the like very close to live action Disney one.
No, so it's not that one. This the one that I'm thinking of, it's actual people with some like CGI in it. And so it came out in like 2019, and there's a part in there where Ebenezer's talking about like every
Ebenezer.
time. Yeah, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, Scrooge.
But there's a part in
there where that will be in our list. That will be on our list. I don't care what version. Okay, we can just clump all the versions together. Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
I think we'll have to end up doing that for a lot of movies. But in that movie,
sequels, trilogies.
Yeah, Santa Claus. We got a couple in there.
Let's not get too quick.
But
all How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Which one's the best though? We'll get to that in a second. Sorry, continue. We're getting off track.
We're getting too excited.
We are.
But
I'm ready to go.
Movie, he talks about how like, you know, everyone acts around Christmas time. There's a sense of everyone's more happy and more willing to help one another. The people that are struggling, people are more willing to actually reach out and be better people, where if it was like a normal day, you wouldn't normally like go out and, you know, help a homeless person or go and work at a shelter or anything like that.
Legitimate.
I mean, it's fair to say. And I think where Die Hard has a more Christmas kind of like embodiment in it is you see people like coming together, which I mean, you can almost say, oh, are rom-coms a part of this? No, because they're not based in Christmas, guys. Come on, keep up. All right. So like in the movie, if you haven't seen it, basically Bruce Willis's character comes home and gets trapped in a mall, and these bad guys are coming in and taking over the place, and he's basically trapped in there and tries to basically take out all the bad guys. That's like if just go watch it. Just go watch it. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna go watch it after this because I need to refresh a little bit.
Gotta go watch
this is sad. But so basically he comes in and saves everyone. But in the movie, you see a lot of like there's a lot of Christmas references just because it's based around that time of year. And then you also get the like people are I just feel like people are more like, hey, it's Christmas time, let me help you. Hey, like you get kind of that vibe from the movie. Besides the whole I'm gonna kill you now and all the shooting, and you know, it's an action Christmas movie, if we're gonna be honest.
Okay.
It's the best action Christmas movie. That I'm just gonna leave it there because yeah, it is what it is, you know. And I think you could definitely, like we were talking about earlier with the Harry Potter movies, you can pretty much argue for like 1 and 2 because they had a whole like like it wasn't just a scene, it was like multiple scenes with the Christmas tied into it. So you can almost argue that is a Christmas movie, but I feel like it's also just like a whole year smashed into an hour. So you're going to get fall, winter, and spring. So, yeah. I mean, that one's a little harder to argue for me, just because there's a lot more other references, you know. Granted, they're great movies, and we're definitely going to have to do an episode about those.
Break down the Harry
Breaking
Potter,
it down, boys.
Break down the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and like
break down Lord of the Rings. I'm not too familiar with them. We'd have to watch.
I've never seen one. I never got into that.
Yeah,
that is Star
I really
Trek.
didn't
I never
either.
got into.
Yeah,
Star
we
Wars.
Do Star Wars.
Ooh, we could do each trilogy: the original,
let's do it.
The original, the prequel. Oh, okay. But let's get back on track. So, the top 10. Let's knock out our top 10. Let's debate it a little bit. Top 10 Christmas movies. We're not including Die Hard. We're not including Harry Potter. Those are the rules.
Agreed.
Christmas. Okay. Christmas. Okay. Go. Top 10. What are we thinking? Let's just throw in some of our favorites, and then we'll try to like put them in a position.
I agree with that. So a main one that comes to my mind that is like one of the first Christmas movies I remember watching is definitely the original Santa Claus with so an good. E on the end, because you know, so good. Read your legal papers, guys. It's a clause. Come on.
That confused me so many years. For so many years, that
I literally just got it. I got it last night. I just want to point that out to everyone. It was last night when I figured that out. I watched it and I was like, oh, Santa Claus is spelled CLAUS.
And then you got
clause has an E on it, and that's a legal term. But and I was like, wow.
For me personally, you'll never be able to budge me from the Santa Claus, that trilogy, mainly because of the first one. Obviously, the second and the third are not as good as the first. No sequel, no.
I don't know. I kind of like the second one a lot. It's definitely
the second one's really good. I think the third one's a little cheesy.
Third one's definitely cheesy. The worst one out of the three, and then I'd say. For me, 1 and 2 are kind of back and back just because I watch 2 a lot. But
because 1 and 2 are so good, those will always be my favorite. That will always be number 1 for me. The Santa Claus will always be number 1 for me. It's so good. It's just so good. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's just so amazing.
Like just watching the first one. It makes you believe
in that magic. It makes you believe in that magic. And like as a kid, you're watching that, you're like this is awesome,
dude. I always wanted Santa to just pop up on my roof, and then my dad becomes Santa. I thought that would be the coolest thing ever. Be like, yo, guys, my dad's freaking Santa Claus.
Hey, you. Oh. It's so good. It's just so good. Like I just and I want
Bernard.
Listen here, Bellamy. Barnaby.
It's Bernard.
It's just so good. And like, you got to know that it's an older movie, and the fact that they made the reindeer look so like characterized but realistic. It's so good. Like, oh my god. And then the second movie,
second one, the intro gets me every time. Just the people flying over the North Pole, and they're like, I'm getting something on the radio. I think you want to take a listen. What are you hearing?
It's so
sounds
good.
like tiny hammers. What? And like, we're going to DEF CON 3.
But it's not 2. But it's Elf Con, remember?
It's Elf Con.
It's right. It's not DEF CON, it's Elf Con. I love it. Bring us to Elf Con.
They go to Elf Con
partridge in a pear tree.
Everyone's dead quiet. And Curtis is just sitting in the sleigh, jamming out to a Santa Claus like push button dance stall.
I know.
And the people in the plane are like, what?
It's gone. It's gone. Like,
but the pilot's like, man, right at the good part.
I know. It's
it's right at the chorus.
Oh my gosh. It's just, they're so good. The first and second are so good. Like, and I like the third. It's just the first and second are just so
they're classics.
Amazing.
Classics.
Like, oh my gosh. And I love Chet.
Dude, Chet is so good.
Oh,
crash.
Oh my gosh. I just those Santa Claus are just amazing. It's definitely a great part of the childhood.
If you haven't seen those movies, please just
please
take a night. Definitely watch the first and second one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Probably wait on watching the third. The third one's not awful. It's not great. It's like I
think we're harder on it than that
3.
Yeah,
just
we're
because
being very hard on it.
Yeah, but I mean, 1 and 2 are the
just
classic ones that you can't go wrong watching. Yeah. The third one, it's definitely a good watch. You can definitely watch it like once or twice.
You gotta watch the other two first.
Yeah, you have to watch the 1 and 2, but to understand 3, you have to watch 1 to understand 2.
Oh man, I just remember that the guy who played
Christmas trilogy.
Yeah, I would say honestly. So. But I just remember that the actor that played the Tooth Fairy passed away last month. Remember the Molinator. Or Roy. He wanted to be called Roy. Oh yeah, like, for anybody who hasn't seen it, you have the Tooth Fairy, Sandman, Father
Nature.
Time, Mother Nature, Taisha Taylor.
I'm pre-El Nino. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. We learn about the Mrs. Claus.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Iconic scene right there. Iconic.
But their cast is so good, and you have Jack Frost in the third one.
Yeah, Jack is honestly.
And Cupid.
Yeah,
Cupid. At this altitude, you might want to wear an under diaper. Yeah, I kind of like the breeze.
Kind of like it.
Oh my God. Okay, let's throw out another one. Should we just? It's not really another trilogy, but like there are so many movies. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay,
is that in your top 10?
I say that's definitely in my top 10. I don't think it's going to be number 2.
No, I'm just throwing them out.
I definitely think that I've only seen the Jim Carrey one and the not the most recent one.
The original one.
The original
Dr. Seuss where it's like 30 minutes long or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen those two, but I haven't seen the newest one, and everyone tells me that I need to see the newest one.
That's what I've heard. I heard it's really good, but I'm just like, I'll watch it at some point. I might watch it this year. Who knows?
Yeah, I probably will eventually this year.
Jim Carrey, that movie. I will say that first time I watched it was when we were like really young.
Yeah,
and it terrified me.
Yeah,
it did. Like it.
The part in
for
the post office,
for little kids.
Nope.
Oh,
nope. Nope. No, I'm good.
Little kids, we're advising anybody with little kids, do not show it to them. It can be creepy. Like it can't. Like there's some like jump scares for little kids, but it is so funny.
Such a good movie. So funny.
Ooh,
what do I have on my schedule? Cure world hunger? Tell no one. Dinner with Myself. I can't miss that. I've canceled too many times.
The one thing I
Great.
love is I remember watching it, and like Benjamin and I would go back and forth and be like, like with the echo scene.
Which part?
He's in the cave and he like says the echo, and it gets to the point where he's like, because he gets pissed off that the echo is saying the same thing, so he's like, "I'm an idiot," and the echo comes.
I'm an idiot.
You're an idiot. I die every time because it's I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. I just love it. And it's just it's so good. It's so good. It's so funny. It is a classic. Like I agree. It's not my number 2, but it's definitely in the top 10.
A top 10, and it's one of those movies that I definitely could watch a billion times and just not get tired of. And that kind of brings me into my next suggestion here.
Okay.
And you're probably gonna like get it. But you know, bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Oh God. Okay. Fun fact about this: I never watched Elf until freshman year of college.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I never watched Elf until freshman year of college.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I watched that for the first time in class.
My parents don't like Will Ferrell. So yeah. So
I'll be back. I gotta go have a conversation.
Yeah, drive over there real quick. I was introduced to Will Ferrell in college. So like you're talking Step Brothers. Okay. Talladega Nights I did watch in high school, which we're gonna have to do a sport movie one because Talladega Nights. Hey driver, drive me. Sweet. Oh my God.
Sweet baby Jesus. Please be 18.
Oh my God, dude. It was this week at some point. I quoted Talladega Nights to my students. Like they did something and I was like, oh, sweet baby Jesus. A couple of them got it. But oh my gosh, there's so many icons. Oh my down, Karen.
Will Ferrell,
every time I see it,
it's just an icon. There's a cougar in the car. It's just a cougar in the car.
I know there's a cougar in the car. Put the damn cougar in the car. Anarchy! I don't know what it means, but I love it. Like, oh my gosh.
Grandma, not my prison shank.
It's just so good. Like that, the campaign, which we've already talked about. We don't need to go down that one again. Anchorman 2. Anything Will Ferrell. I was introduced pretty much in college. So Elf. Since that's what started this whole thing. Elf is hilarious. As you know, I'm not going to go in the detail that I did with you for other reasons that it is hilarious for me. Let's just say there's a scene and I have some family members who it might apply to. That's all I'm going to leave it at. And there's a narwhal and it's just funny and I love it. Okay.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
It's just so good. And it's so stupid. And it's so good at the same time. Like that's the truth of it.
What is it? Us elves like to stick to are the 4 major food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corn, and syrup.
Oh my God. And the fact that he actually like he ate this spaghetti with syrup.
Wait. I'm crazy. I can't.
I just Sarah, I don't have.
Honestly, I think Elf is the most quoted Christmas movie in my repertoire.
What is that? I think the angry little elf.
He's an angry little elf.
You're not you call me.
You're an elf.
It's just so good. And one of my favorite scenes is when he ends up in the damn bathroom when she's taking a shower and she's singing and then it's when it's cold house. I'm sorry. If I was in that situation, I would have fallen in the shower. I would have shit myself simultaneously.
Probably would have died in the shower. Honestly, me and showers don't get along.
It's just so good. Like I don't know how to describe. I don't think this is my number 2. This is like,
yeah. I think this is definitely like top 5 for me.
I think this is top 5. It's just so good. It's so good. Like, oh my god. I don't
Hi,
know.
Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color?
Hey, oh, and Will Ferrell makes that.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell makes that. Oh, I don't think I have another funny one at the moment. Oh man, I'm like blanking now at this point.
Jack Frost. Have you seen that one? Jack Frost.
Ooh, Jack Frost.
But
That's
I'm talking like 2008 Jack Frost.
You're talking about like Keenan, right?
Yeah, Michael Keenan in it.
Yeah, no, that's a great one. I love that one. It's just that one's a sad one. It's not going to be in my top 5 because it's a sad one.
The emotion strings a lot.
Okay. Here's a good one. I don't know if you've seen this. It's on Netflix. The Christmas Chronicles.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen that one.
I watched the first one. The first one came out a couple years ago. I watched the first one last week, and it's actually really funny. Okay, and I'm blanking on the dude's name, but he was in Sky High.
Oh, he's
played the dad. He's in it. He played Herb in The Miracle. Oh, who is that? What's his name? I should know his name. I really should know his name. This is bugging me now. I should know that dude's name. But he's Santa, and it's actually really good.
Let's see here. Oh, Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah.
I feel so dumb. I feel so dumb.
I feel really stupid now. But no, that's a good one. And the Chronicles 2 is also on Netflix, but I need to watch that. But I would put that, honestly, I'd put it in not my top 5, but my top 10, just because like I thought it was good. But I'm just gonna go for the killer right here. Here's my number 2. You ready for this?
Okay.
Polar Express.
Ooh.
Polar Express, because, and I'll explain it from a musical side. That soundtrack, and you know this, soundtrack is so good. It doesn't matter how many times you watch that movie, it puts you on the verge of crying. Like, you just feel like you go through all the emotions with that soundtrack. It is so good.
I agree.
Just so good.
See, I don't think that's my number 2 though. I think I put that at number 3 for me.
Okay. What's your number 2
for me? I'm going with my real man, Clark Griswold, and the family. Let's go.
Oh, I completely forgot about Christmas. Shitter's full. Oh my god, how did I forget about Christmas Vacation?
That's the one that I like. Anytime I see it on TV, I will watch it. I've seen it a bajillion million times, and I will still sit down and watch that.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Polar Express and Christmas Vacation are interchangeable. 2, 3. That's 2, 3.
Okay,
that's good. Because it's just such a good movie.
It really is.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Another like kind of trilogy, but not really. I would say all the variations of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
because you got like the Disney one, right, with like Mickey and Donald and Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, so you got like that variation, but then you have like the Disney one where it's like all like animated, and now you have the live action one. Yeah. I just think regardless that it's just a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic, right? It's one of those ones that you almost I watch at least once a year. Like if it's on, I definitely tune in to watch it. Unless if Christmas Vacation Christmas Vacation's on, might be tuning into that. But A Christmas Carol is one of the ones that you can watch any rendition of it, and
you get the message.
Yeah, like, you feel a little moved after every time, you know, and I almost feel like we need to watch that. At least I feel like I need to watch that movie at least like once a month, just to kind of be like, okay, be nice to people, you know.
That's fair.
You know, it puts you in that mood of like, you know, not everything is like what it seems. It's not all about the stuff that is portrayed to be important, you know. It's more about the connection that you have with people than like, it's not all about, oh, I got the most money, or I got this, or I got that. It's, you know, it's more about who you meet in this life, who you keep around, and who is like in your life. That's really the main things that are important. And I feel like it puts like a reality check for me of like, hey, you know, things might not be going your way, but you still have these people in your life, so, you know, don't feel like you're not grateful for that, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely on a real note.
Yeah,
like, I mean, that's what it is. It puts everything in perspective, which is always good. I like that. What did I just say? A Christmas Story. Am I thinking of the right one? Oh, am I thinking of the right one?
Oh, you'll shoot your eye out.
Yes, Ralphie. Oh my God, my uncle has that on every single year.
That is another one.
Triple dog dare you. Like, it's just so funny. Like, it's just.
And my dad bought a leg lamp.
Oh my gosh, it's just, it's so good. It's so good.
The scene where they're in the car and he says, he curses, and then he's like, where'd you hear that? I wasn't gonna lie and say my dad, so I wasn't gonna tell the truth and say it was my dad. So he says his friend said it.
Yeah, and then the soap. Oh man.
Oh my God, great movie. I forgot about that one, honestly.
Right? It slides under. It's under the radar.
I feel like it's the second in line for like the same kind of movie as Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's more of a lightened mood. It's not as serious. But speaking of serious, would you put It's a Wonderful Life in your top 10? I mean, now we're going to like classics, right? Like we're getting out of our era.
That is one that I've probably seen like once or twice. I really haven't seen a whole lot.
See, I growing up would always see that and Miracle on 34th. Yep. Yeah. My mom
I do like
those.
Miracle on 34th Street. I can't really say I've seen the other one though. Like if I did watch it, it was like real young, and I don't really remember the premise of it now. But I know the one part where it's like every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings, and that's really the only part I know.
The very end.
The very last scene.
Would you put Jingle All the Way in your top 10?
Which one's that?
With the Arnold.
Oh, I gotta get this toy for my son.
Would you put it in the top 10? It's Turbo Man.
Turbo Man, yeah.
Turbo Man.
Here, you can have it. I have the real Turbo Man at home.
I just think it's so like I'll watch it.
I can't believe you went all out for our son. What did you get me?
I don't know. I think I'll watch it.
I don't know if it's gonna be a top though, you know. No. I could see if I was running low, it might slide into like a 10 spot.
But I feel like you would go and watch other ones.
Yeah. like I watched it this year and I was like, oh, okay, it still holds up to be like the same movie that it was. It's a good movie. It's a good watch. It's very funny. It's just like once you've seen it once, you kind of like it's there. You'll watch it, but it's not one that I'm necessarily like, oh, I want to rewatch this every night.
Yeah. No, I got you. I saw it over the weekend. That's why I
Definitely a good movie though.
I would recommend it for sure.
I got one for you.
Okay.
Holiday in Handcuffs with our boy Mario Lopez. Is that making it in your top? You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen that one.
That's one that I've seen a lot, and I definitely think it would probably be in my top 10. It's like that Christmassy love like movie that starts after kidnapping. So it's kind of cute.
So I'm kidding. Christmas romance. I've seen all of, or not all of, I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say all. But for those of you who watch Hallmark or have a lovely significant other who watches Hallmark, I watch all those Hallmark movies, and I'll tell you what, Hallmark has really good business because they make approximately 3 different movies, use 5 different sets with like the 2 same plots. But anything Christmas romance, I've watched it on Hallmark and Lifetime almost every night because of my lovely fiance.
See,
I wouldn't put any of them in my top 10 though. No.
Yeah,
none of them are.
I mean, I've seen a good amount of the Hallmark Christmas movies. They're definitely like, oh, like you'll watch it and it definitely makes you feel warm inside. And it's like,
but once you watch too many of them, you are dead inside.
It's one of those ones. Once you've seen one, you've kind of seen them all. Like,
yes,
like, oh, the main character runs into either a ex from their past, or they run into a new person and they're like, oh my God, you're so great.
It's somebody that they wouldn't like expect, right?
Yeah, or a third person that's like their business partner and they end up like developing a relationship from there.
Yeah, or their friend's sibling. Yeah. It's someone close to them that they've never thought about before. Yeah, no, because I've gotten to the point where like I can like she'll have something on and I'll walk in and like within 5 minutes I'm like, oh, those 2 are together, goodbye. Like, yeah. I know. So let's go to honorable mentions from our childhood, right? Because I think we've listed out a pretty good top 10. I know we could argue about where they go, but I don't really want to. So honorable mentions from our childhood: Frosty the Snowman.
Okay.
Gotta watch that, right? You gotta grow up watching that. Rudolph.
Okay.
Would you add Frosty the Snowman too? Like, have you watched the sequels to those?
I haven't
at all. Ooh, they're okay. I'll just be honest. They're okay.
The like classic ones that I think of from my childhood are like Charlie Brown Christmas.
Okay.
I think of Heat Miser and Snow Miser.
The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm Mr. Green Christmas. I'm Mr. Sun. Dun, 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 dun. Yes,
that's
so
one
good.
that I definitely would say is my favorite out of the claymation / like draw like
Santa Claus is coming to town with the Burger Meister Burger.
I was like, which was that?
With Kris Kringle and he gets arrested.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And there's like
that one.
Put one foot in front of the
other.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that one. Honestly, what other ones are there?
Without a Santa Claus. That's the Heat Meister and but yeah. Those are all like just
those are
fantastic.
Ones that I think are good. Like now, like I don't know if I'd necessarily be like, oh, I want to go watch them, but
it's
like,
funny because I forget that they're like
needed.
Yeah, I forget that they're like a half hour long.
Yeah.
So like if I go watch it, I'm like, what? It's over? Like,
it's over? Wait, what did I miss? Yeah. Hello? Did I miss something? Did I black out? What?
Oh man. I think okay, go ahead.
I got one more.
Okay.
Wait, do I have one more or do I have a few more?
You got one more.
All right, Fred Claus.
See, I've only seen half of it. I couldn't get all the way through.
I like that one. It's more like modern, realistic story of Santa Claus movies, kind of. Basically, this dude grows up with his brother being Santa Claus, and
I know the basis of it.
Yeah.
Like I've seen the first half. I haven't gotten all the way through it before.
it's one of those movies that I think it's pretty good. Like I'll definitely watch it. I don't know if it maybe would skim in at like the 10-9 seat for me.
Gotcha.
Another one that I can think of would be Santa Baby with
I've seen that. I don't remember it, but I know I've seen it.
But like she's the daughter of
Yeah.
Santa, lives in New York, has to go back because her dad's having like health problems. Okay, Santa's having health problems, so she delivers the gifts, falls in love with her like ex-high school boyfriend, and then Santa Baby 2 Baby is also a thing. I don't remember that one really, but I know it's a thing.
My honorable mention, my last one that I'll mention before we move on to food and I get myself hungry is I really enjoy Santa Paws just because they're Great Pyrenees and I have 2 of them. So
let's go.
Let's get it. But on to the food. In order to make all of you hungry, Pat has decided to have us talk about our dinner, our Christmas dinner, what we have. So you can start. You can go ahead.
All right. So usually for me, we have ham.
That's it.
I don't know about you, but ham is like just disappointing to me. It's all right. Nothing great. I'd rather have turkey, but you know, that's what it is.
Oh my God. I just can't believe that you just like shit on ham so much right there.
Yeah, I did. I really did.
Ham. We have ham. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Here's the thing.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with ham. Ham's all right. Just like
not my first choice.
Yeah,
but honey roasted ham. Honey roasted ham is.
See, I couldn't tell you what kind of ham I've had. It's just ham. And I don't know. Ham just is one of those things where I feel like I'm just going.
You're just hating ham for like no reason. Like we get it. You don't like ham. You prefer turkey. Okay. Move on. Go to your sides.
There's definitely like some kind of salad. There's usually like I usually go to Caesar salad, you know, my personal choice.
Very, very healthy. Do you throw some ham slices in there?
No, I do not.
Too much ham, right? You can't have any ham.
I mean, I eat ham. Like it's definitely just not my first choice. I prefer turkey, you know. I go hard on turkey. But then we got some mashed potatoes, the go-to mashed potatoes, grandma's recipe, creme de la creme right there, top line. What else? There's usually like some asparagus with like Parmesan salt, like baked in an oven.
It's a good thing I haven't had dinner yet because now I'm gonna go make something.
I know. That's where I'm at right now. I'm making myself hungry.
Okay.
I need to go.
Asparagus.
And then after that, it's like you get your like broccoli, carrots, celery, like kind of like your basic veggies and stuff like that. Some hard-boiled eggs, because you know you can't have a nice family dinner without some hard-boiled eggs. Yeah, I feel like that's the majority of what goes on my plate, at least. All
right, here we go.
Oh God.
So we always have turkey and ham. Both are honey roasted. I normally go with turkey.
Okay.
Honey roasted turkey is just
saying.
Honey roasted turkey is so good. It's so good. Okay. But I get a couple slices of honey roasted turkey. We have rigatoni at my family's Christmas. So a couple scoops of rigatoni. Now we do have mashed potatoes, but I normally I love mashed potatoes. Okay, I do. I love mashed potatoes, but I normally go for the cheesy potatoes.
Ooh.
Okay, my aunt makes fantastic cheesy potatoes. Okay, so I mean, I'm like 3 scoops of those.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
You got to load up.
and then we got all the vegetable trays that you could imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. So definitely some carrots and celery. Give me some ranch. We're good there. And we don't really have green beans or broccoli casserole. I think a couple years we had green bean casserole. I can't really remember.
Yeah, that's one thing that we do, but I usually don't get a whole lot of it.
Yeah, now I do really like green bean casserole, and Jordan's mom makes a fantastic green bean casserole she did for Thanksgiving this past year. Whew, it was so good. But the one thing that I just always love is deviled eggs. We always have those, and I always down about 4 of them, and then I regret it in the morning, and the toilet regrets it in the morning. But it's just so good. It's just so good. And of course, you got rolls and croissants that you can choose from.
Of course. As I die, and my hydro flask is running low.
Oh man. So, and then of course we also have a dessert tray where we have
separate
mint chocolate pie. We got Swiss chocolate pie.
Okay.
We have pumpkin pie, blueberry pie, apple pie. We got all of them. We got what my mom calls spiders, where it's really just chocolate globs with peanut butter and chow mein in them.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, she calls them spiders. I love those. And of course, we got cookies.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you can't have anything without cookies. But oh man, yeah, I live at the dessert table.
That is where I post up. Pre-meal, during meal, and post-meal. That is where you'll find me.
Oh, for sure.
Like it's just my grandma makes this peanut butter pie with like a chocolate crust.
Oh, it's just I know what you're talking about. It sounds so good.
Oh my god.
But
all right. It needs to be crisp. I'm hungry. I need that.
That's the one thing that I always regret is like I'll have like 2 plates of like normal food, right?
Yeah.
And then I get to a point where I'm like, I really should not be consuming 1 slice of 5 pies. Like I should not have 5 slices of pie, but I want to because I like all of them.
But then you eat it and then you pass out and take a great nap and then you wake up.
But then I also look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, look at all of this.
That's for the next day though. That's for the next day.
That's for the New Year's.
You're like, oh my god, New Year's resolution starts today.
Go to the gym.
See, I'm starting early. I'm getting into my gym workout now. That way, when New Year's comes, I'm not like, oh, I don't want to go, and I'll just go get it done.
Say I was gonna work out tonight, but it's 8:50 and I haven't eaten, so I might just wake up early.
4:30, baby. We're out here getting the grind.
I might have to set an alarm for like 4, just so I get up. And actually, God, dude,
that's early.
It's like really early. I normally get up at like I shouldn't say I get up at 5. My alarm goes off at 5. I don't get out of bed until 5:45. And then I'm always like, man, I have no time in the morning. And it's like, well, if
I got up with my first alarm, I'd be fine. But who wakes up on the first alarm?
Jordan, and I'm surprised that she has not killed me yet. Because it's also really bad because I normally have ready 5, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, and the 6 o'clock, right? So I got 5. I got 5 alarms. I have them set for every single day of the week. And sometimes I forget to turn them off on Saturday.
Oh, buddy.
There have been times that it goes off, and then around like 9 o'clock when we're actually like moving around, I get up. Like, why did your alarm go off? I forgot to turn off. Why'd you forget to do that?
It's 5:30.
Ready? And then it's the there's a setting that you can make it where it's not on Saturday and Sunday.
You can make it for just Monday through Friday.
Yep.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
And you're like,
always have that argument. It's not even an argument because I know you're trying to argue back because I'm like, yeah, you're right.
You're right. I know. I'm wrong. Okay. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. I think in order to wrap it up, Christmas drink, you want to just hit that and go home and then go eat.
All right, bet. I got you. So I got 3 that I'm like.
I have one because I don't drink anything.
As far as beer goes, we're going Christmas ale. Really, any Christmas ale.
I'm gonna say you're gonna like specify.
No, they're
brand,
like I'm pretty like don't think I've had a bad Christmas ale ever. So if it's beer, I'm drinking a Christmas ale. If it's like a hot chocolate, I got a little Bailey's and some kind of like bourbon whiskey in there. Typically like a peanut butter. I think that's really good together. Not a whole lot. You put a little dash in and that's all you need and you're set.
But you don't want to get shit faced.
I mean, well, no, just because like I'm not a big fan of the actual like whiskey like peanut butter flavor. It's just not.
It's just a good combo.
It's just a good combo, and like I'll drink one, and I'm not like drunk at all. I'm just like, it tastes good.
Gotcha.
And then
I gotcha.
Or instead of that, I'll go Irish coffee. Can't go wrong. Bailey's, Kahlua, and your boy Jameson, and then some coffee on top. Can't go wrong.
That's
Best
fair.
thing ever.
And
then the third one, wrap it up. That's it. Just a good cup of hot chocolate with some peppermint in it. So good. So good.
All right. So as you know, I don't really drink.
Yeah.
Right? I'll drink on occasion. I have had Guinness and they're like their holiday, craft beers.
That's one I haven't had
good.
Yet.
They're good. I mean, you can't go wrong with Guinness. I mean,
Yeah.
That's the truth. Is that like I know it's like slightly an acquired taste, but like you can't go wrong with it. It's pretty good. But my go-to is just simple. I don't drink coffee. Right? I don't drink caffeine. I really don't drink alcohol that much. Yeah. Okay, I know I'm a boring American. It's fine. I embrace it. But no, I love me some Swiss Miss hot chocolate,
baby.
And the Coffee Mate peppermint. I don't know if you've seen it at Walmart. Ooh, you pour some of that in there, and then ready. Get the Swiss Miss hot cocoa flavored whipped cream. Put that on it.
That sounds all right. I'll be back. I gotta go to the store.
It is heavenly. I've had it. I don't know how many times in the last 2 weeks because I'm just in that mood.
Yeah. I mean, we're at that point where it's like 2 weeks out or almost almost 1 week out. And it's like,
what 1 week from Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
So get your Christmas shopping done.
Let's go. Get her done. Yeah. I got 2 more things I got to get and we're done. One of them I'm picking up on Saturday. Bet.
All right. Happy holidays. Yeah. See ya. Peace out.
Bye. Okay. I can't see the record button. Where are you at?